Hi everyone, Tim here with the New Hope Games, and today we're going to look at the updated version of Carrier Power. A new update just rolled out, and this is it right here. It's update 82, and it's live. So everything you see here is available right now on Google Play. So if we go to options here, I'm on the title screen. Go to options. I'm going to show you some new things that were added here. Airstrikes and U.S. ships. There is U.S. ships now in the game that'll give support and help you out, like escort carriers and cruisers and things like that. And you can adjust how many will appear in a given game just by selecting these buttons here. And few, some, or lots. And airstrikes, that's the overall amount of airstrikes the enemy's going to launch at your carrier in the game. So, you know, if you put it on lots, you're going to get a lot more strikes coming at you. So we're just going to leave it on some, and this is mostly the default settings. So let's go ahead and we put GUI alpha on 30. Now, what that is that'll adjust the buttons. So, like, you know, the transparency of the button. So if you put it low, you know, it'll be like, you know, wait. You know, like once you learn how to play the game, you know what buttons do what. You can kind of go a little lower on it. You want to, you know, have that take up like that area of the screen. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit back and let's start and see if we can get a good game going here. Okay, here I am. Got a cloud right over my carrier. Okay, and the game can get pretty loud, so I turned my volume down. I'm playing directly on an Android device. So I turned my volume down, so I'm gonna try to talk a little loud so y'all can hear me when things happen here. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out. That's a new feature that was added, and it's a good thing to do when you're trying to travel like long distances or trying to see what's around your area. It gives you a better view of the overall area. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and launch and grab this, get rid of this coastal battery here because it's a primary target. All right, took care of that real quick, and now I'm gonna land and let's go further. I'm headed towards a flag location, which is probably right here. Let me take a look. Okay, yeah, there's one right here. Okay, so got a couple, about 3 or 4 groups of Marines there. I'm gonna get rid of them. 3 bombs. Okay, now this is a really good change in the update. When you press the landing craft button, the landing craft will come from the front of the carrier now instead of coming from the back, and you got to turn around and everything. So, now it's coming from the front. Now, also, when I press the landing craft button again, my Marines will stage near the flag automatically, and you won't have to bring it back to the carrier if you want to do that. Now, when you do that, you'll have some defense on the islands because this update also adds something else. And what that something else is landing ships. Now, what those landing ships do is it's Japanese landing ships. They'll arrive in the area, and U.S. escort carrier has arrived. Notice that message there. Oh, and here's a landing ship right here. Okay, and they're pretty heavily armed as far as anti-aircraft goes. It's got 1 anti-aircraft, but it's a triple barrel. So it, I pressed the wrong button. I did a bomb. I wanted to do a torpedo. Okay, and also you can kind of dogfight a little bit better now because the planes are not just always going after the player now. They're going after the other aircraft too. So there's a lot going on here. I'm having a hard time, so let's try to get some torpedoes and get this thing out of here before it lands those troops. Okay, got it out of there. And I crashed. Lost a few planes in that ordeal. Okay, so yeah, these landing ships, they'll go around on the map, and what they'll do is they'll land troops and try to recapture flags or defend flags they already own. So that adds a whole new interesting feature to the game because what it does, it lets the player, it makes the player have to watch the flags and watch the islands and leave garrisons and things like that. So it adds a whole new element to the game here, and we're really excited about that because we think that was a good addition here. Probably one of the better parts of the update. Okay, everything looks good here. Now let's just keep heading northeast here. I'm sorry, northwest. All right, let's see. Turn a little bit further to the west. Okay, let's zoom out, and I'm gonna let my carrier steam forward. Okay, I hear some battling going on in the vicinity. I'm not sure where at, but there's a lot going on, and you can hear that. Okay, let's stop and let's go ahead and get a couple of ground sorties off. Because the owl looks pretty heavily populated. Okay, then let's go here and I'm gonna try to see here those planes help out a little bit on certain things, you know. On ground missions, there's a tank and a few Marines, a bunker, things like that. Okay, let's go ahead and 2 more bombs. You know, I can take that flag right there. That's hard to see because of the smoke. Alright, land craft is out. Grab the flag, and I'm going to go ahead and garrison right there. It's always good to try to garrison near the flags because that way, whenever those landing ships arrive and they offload Marines, those Marines will head to those flags to try to recapture them. So if you have your Marine there, you know, I can even do this. Watch, I'll show you what I can do here. First, oh, here's one bottom left. Okay, what I can also do, let me show you here real quick. He interrupted me. Okay, basically I'm going to launch another landing craft, and even though I've owned the flag down here, I can still stage another group of Marines here. And how you do that, you just bring your landing craft here, and stage them somewhere around, like right by the flag on the north side of the flag. So press the landing craft button again, stage, and I got a garrison there. So now I got 2 garrisons on the island. Okay, so that'll help out there if, you know, that's extra defense. And oh, we see at the top we got a light carrier, escort carrier. This is that helps me out. It's based off the Casablanca class, World War II light carriers, escort carriers, which you kind of simulate, although the light carrier is a little larger than the escort carriers. That's an escort carrier. Okay, let's go ahead and launch. So I got, let me launch some landing craft. So I got some decent coverage now. Oh, I didn't see that movie. Okay, I did not see it. I must have missed one there. So let me see. I gotta be careful when I'm coming on these reaches here. Let's see. Make sure nothing's there. Okay, here we go. Garrison. Okay, once you garrison, in a few seconds you'll go right back to your carrier. Okay, so with this other allied light carrier, escort carrier here, that helped me with air cover while I was taking over this island. So if I hang around this carrier, it helps a little bit. The enemy has recaptured the flag, so that's what happens now. So I don't know which one. They said it's right, so there's 2 flags that have been recaptured. So I'm not sure which ones, but there must be a landing ship around somewhere. Up right here, okay? And here's a U.S. cruiser, okay? So they have some of those as well. All right, oh, there's another landing ship. Okay, let me get some planes off the table. I'm going to be dealing with this by myself, so let's get a couple of torpedo away. One torpedo. Catch another one. Around. Okay. I think that ship, I'm not sure, I couldn't tell, but I believe that ship fired on that landing ship. It may have, because they will do that. Alright, dropping some bombs. There's a flag. One more bomb will take care of this. And it is. Scouts report enemy landing ship in area, so there's another one. And it's always a good idea to just kind of launch a landing craft a little ways away from the island, so it gives you a little room there, and your carrier is not up so close in case there's coastal valleys. Garrison. Notice there wasn't no landing ships, so there's quite a few of them that are spawning in here. Okay, got a cruiser here. Okay, that might help us out some, at least with anti-aircraft. Which the plane's turn and attack has been lowered, so and that's including the enemy planes as well. Because before, the way it was, the planes we felt were just kind of turning and just too chaotically, and it just looked too crazy. It was just, you know, going back and forth really quick. So I wanted to kind of tone that down, because that was making things really hard. You know, because you couldn't even combat anything, you know, any other aircraft because you get shot down almost immediately. 2 bombs just nailed that. Oh, 3 bombs just destroyed like a whole group of Marines right there. And there's an empty landing ship. Whenever they land empty like this, they got about 6 Marines on board. And when they lose them all, then you'll see it empty. You won't see the troops and nothing in the ship anymore. Okay, so let's go ahead and start heading down to the south here. And if you have a low on hit points and everything, you can hang out near these allied ships and they'll help you out, protect you until you know, if things are getting really close. But I'm okay right now for the most part. Come back around, another bomb. You can destroy the bunkers too with machine guns, but it's going to take quite a few hits. And the only situation you would do things like that is if you're really far away from your carrier, you know, and you're out of bombs and you just want to finish it off real quick, that's a good idea to do that. I'm passing right between these 2 islands. And, did I not take this flag over? Oh, I did. You see what happened there? This ship, which he just got his anti-aircraft gun knocked out, and this cruiser's firing on him. So, I believe so. Yes. You see that cruiser, and it only took 1 torpedo now. So, but I'm gonna have to turn. What I'm gonna do is stop this carrier, and I'm gonna go try to recapture that flag. Even though I had a garrison there, he must have. Those Marines, the enemy Marines, must have defeated my garrison. So, yeah, they captured it. Oh, there's still another group of troops right here. I'm lucky I seen him. All right. Okay, so now let's continue on northwest. Scratch 1 flag top. When you hear that, then you know the enemy carrier was safe, which is great. So now, like, if I wanted to do any kind of landings or anything, I don't have to worry about planes right now until it tells me enemy carrier has scouts picked one up in the area. Normally, it'll tell you that. Maybe not always, but most of the time, it's going to let you know when scouts detect a carrier. And we'll just keep going in this direction. I could fly up ahead of the carrier and let it just keep moving like that. Alright, I'm going to just go ahead and fly up. Now, you can still stop your carrier by pressing the anchor button while you're flying your plane, but you can't steer it while your plane is active. Okay, there it is. Alright, let's go ahead and stop the carrier. There's some garrisons and things like that. Let's go ahead and drop some bombs here, towers and everything else, okay? And the landing ship. So, this is going to be a problem because, it looks like there's a lot here, so let's go ahead and get some planes off. I'm not going to try to do this myself, so... And let's do some anti-ship. Okay, we're going to get a plane, so we're going to get as many as we can out. Alright, now let's get mine out. Okay. Alright, notice a lot of them are destroyed, and they sank the ship too, so that's great. So now I got a crew right here to capture 3 flags. Okay, so landing craft out, and I'm going to grab these 3 flags here. And then the garrison, and there is an intense battle going on. Garrison, I think I'm on the garrison, a little too forward. Let's get another group up there. Okay, let's see here. If the camera ever gets like confused by your actual hit the zoom button, and it'll pick up what you like there. Okay, let's go ahead and let's garrison these Marines. I'm gonna go right here. Right about there. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now let's turn up north. Start with hard. Start with turn. Okay, let's head north now. Just keep going. Some of these planes are returning. Sorty's returning here. I'm going to stop and let them... Oh, there is some planes coming in right there. Okay, let's get these off. And you'll be able to see what I mean when I say you can dogfight a little bit better now. It just depends on how many they are, because they're not going to be on you totally as much as before, as long as you got the planes out there. Okay, they still kind of own me pretty good right now. Okay. Let's get these. This is pretty much an airstrike here, so. There we go, got one down. Any more? Looks like not. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch some. Follow them in order to carry. Follow my squadron here.
Watch the flag, boys.
Hopefully they'll get into the carrier, unless they sink it already. I didn't hear Scratch 1.5 top. They sometimes may not see it. Okay, so it may be a good ways away. So it's looking like it. Okay, and we have to fly over an island here. Oh, there's escort carrier there. Still, okay. And a landing ship. Here's the carrier. Okay. Took a little bit of fuel to get there, so I'm just going to do what I got to and get out. Okay. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to drop 4 bombs. Okay, 2 torpedoes, 4 bombs, and I'm headed back now with 53% fuel. So I don't have a whole lot. So really, obviously, when it's 50 fuel left, you might want to just get back as soon as you can. Okay, you can't land your planes on the AI light carriers. You have to go to your regular carrier, in case you don't need that. So notice all of the squadron, I'll return back now. Okay. And yes, they can also run out of fuel too. So just like players, they can run out of fuel. May not make it back. Okay, here we go. Close enough. All right, land. All right, now. Let's go ahead, enemy landing ship area. And these landing ships can be quite pesky because, like I said, they're armed with a quad, no, a triple anti-aircraft battery. Just a single one, but it's just one, but it's a triple barrel. So that's pretty deadly. Which is, I think that was one right there. Okay, so we'll go ahead and. Oh, here comes some more planes coming in. Let's get some cap off. I'm going to keep my carrier moving. It's usually a good idea to stay moving. Oh, well, maybe I won't because there's an island right there. Okay, well, there's a lot of them here. Okay, let's look at the cap. All right, got one. All right, we downed them. Okay. All right, let's see what's on this island here. A battery. Okay, so we have some Marines here. Let me get rid of these Marines. One bomb left. That's all I need to get them out. Let's get these 2 flags. There's 2 flags here. I'm gonna do like this. Okay, let's see. Go up here. Let's go ahead and get over there and capture this flag and garrison. Now I got 2 garrisons, so there's one coming in from the left. All right, let me try to get something done here. It looks like okay, my garrison destroyed those troops on the way to capture the flag. So that's great. Okay, so now let's start here. It looks like these torpedo away. Oh no, those landing craft were actually blocked by my carrier. So I'm not sure where they headed at, but let's see if we can get over here. Oh yeah, that's enemy troops. Let's get rid of these guys here. They're just coming to defend this island, it looks like. Not anymore. Not because of my bomb just threw them away. And stop the carrier. Bomb. And grab these 2 flags. So we're doing pretty good right now. This is probably about the medium level. I think I left it on the flags. I don't think I really changed much there. Alright, got this flag, garrison. And let's use another one here. let's get over to this flag here in garrison right here too. All right. Okay, so we're doing pretty good. There's no more primary targets left either. Okay. All right, so we're on our way here now. Flags are good there. Up, here's another landing ship. Lost the flag. Another time lost that flag. They got it back though. Okay, let's get it. There's Marines fighting on this island here. Okay. But they got rid of them. Okay, so they captured the flag, but Ryan was able to get it right back. Okay, landing ship is safe. Let's go over here. Let's keep. I'm getting some more planes out here. I'm getting a 230 hit points, so not too bad. One bomb took out 2 or 3. So let's get this. Okay. I'm going to use 1 garrison here. Let's get this way in return. We have 38 aircraft remaining, 205 hit points left. Okay, so let's keep going this way. Oh, there's a carrier. Right there we go. Okay, there should be some more flags down here in this area according to the radar. Yeah, I'm not worried about any coastal batteries now because here's a landing ship in the southeast corner. Oh, the torpedo in there, see that? There we go. Instant more planes. There's more planes coming in. So I have some planes out now, so this will be I'm worried about carriers taking some hits. Two torpedo hits right there. I might actually lose this carrier. Okay, I'm going to have to get it moving. Because I'm going to 65 and I'm going to 60. So retaliate against the enemy carrier because I want to keep that thing busy. I don't want it to be attacking me anymore. I only have, it looks like 4 more flags. Now, my recording software has time counters in the top right. It's kind of blocking the flags here. So looks like about 4 left. Stop here. Okay. Oh, there we go. Scratch 1 flag top. So my airstrike obviously it worked. Okay, which is what we need to hear. Another carrier's in the area. So if I don't take this island here really quick, I'm probably gonna lose because I'm down to 65. I think it's 65 on the carrier. Let's see, was it? Yeah, 65 on the carrier. Okay, so. Looks like there's range still here. Okay, here we come.
o'clock high. Okie 7 and 3 o'clock. Torpedo away. Okie 7 and 3 o'clock. 0, 7 o'clock high. Can't shake it. Motors, 9 o'clock below. I'm taking damage. Motors, 9 o'clock below. I'm taking damage.
It's a good bit of planes. All right. Thankfully, there's a escort carrier here, so that's going to help us out a lot. Okay, good. That'll keep him busy while I go over here. I'm going to keep heading north, east here. Okay, so now let's capture the flag. What was that? Okay, I might have to go look now. I was really close. All right, here we go. Looks like, oh, it might have been on this very island here. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can get this flag up here. And I have that garrison there, 2 of them, so that might have helped. And now we can have a 3rd one, okay? All right, looks like we're just gonna head around this island here. Now, rather than bring the carrier over there, I could launch a landing craft and I can have my Marines go across this island and go to the next, but I don't know where it's at. You know, I could use my plane and scout it out, but when you got 65 hit points left, you don't want to be, you know, you want to kind of watch the carrier very closely, because once the 65 hit points go, the carrier is going under. Okay, so because that's all I got left. Once no more hit points, carrier is on the bottom of the ocean, and the game is going to end, obviously. Okay, so let me keep going. But some of these salted return enemy carrier is in the area. And you can also change the frequency of when these ships appear, U.S. and enemies. You know, so airstrike coming. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go this way.
I'm taking damage.
So we're gonna head this way and see.
I can't shake it.
Now, it's not a bad idea to keep heading west, because I'm furthering the distance between me and that airstrike. Probably. It sounds like the planes that got that carrier busy. Let's throw back out the carrier. Anti-CV. Okay, I'm gonna launch 6 of those. We got 21 planes left. Zoom out. I mean, zoom in. Okay, let's see. We have. Let's stop the carrier just briefly here and try to do this really quick. Okay, there's another one here. Let's see. This could be. I really I'm not comfortable leaving my carrier. I'm really taking a chance. I'm just trying to do this really quick. I just got one more here. Alright, yeah, let's use this landing craft. Let's capture this flag, okay? So, capture. I'm not going to garrison them, but just keep going, okay? I'm going to go to this and grab this flag here. And there we have it. Did it. Okay, so that's the end of it now. I hope you all enjoyed this video and enjoyed watching the gameplay here. And so yeah, this update is live right now on Google Play, update version 82. So yeah, so if you have the game, just head on over to Google Play and it should update automatically. If for some reason it doesn't update, uninstall and reinstall, but it should tell you the version number when you scroll down, like it does, you know, most of the apps there. Scroll down to the bottom of the store page and you'll see the version number there, when the update is and things like that. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.